The gold leaf electroscope. The gold leaf electroscope consists of a brass rod with a brass disc at its top and with two gold leaves, strips of cut metal foil at the other end. The rod is inserted through a rubber or plastic stopper into a glass container. The tin foil inside and the wooden base make the electroscope more effective. Uses of the gold leaf electroscope: to detect and measure the charge on a body. The body to be tested is touched to the brass disc of an uncharged electroscope. If the body is charged, the leaves of the electroscope diverge. The amount of divergence of the leaves is a measure of the amount of charge on the body. To find the nature of charge on a body. For this, it is first necessary to charge the electroscope positively or negatively. This is done by touching the brass disc of the electroscope with a positively or negatively charged body. The leaves acquire the same charge as on the charged body and diverge. Let us assume that the electroscope is negatively charged. Now, bring the body to be tested close to the brass disc of the electroscope. If the divergence of the leaves increases, it has the same charge as the electroscope. That is, negative in this case. If the divergence of the leaves decreases, it has the opposite charge as on the electroscope. That is, positive charge in this case.
Welcome back to physics class. Today we are dealing with the next part of the chapter, that is lightning. The story of lightning we are going to study. But before that, I want to say you about electroscope. It is a device used to test whether the object is charged or not, and it is also used for finding whether that object is positive charged or negative charged. So video, I think all of you see that video. The next I want to say about the story of lightning. So we are afraid of lightning and thunderstorm. During thunderstorm or lightning, it is not safe to go outside. So the story behind lightning is now also research is going on. Here in the case of the lightning, during the thunderstorm, that is, you already studied in the 7th standard. During the thunderstorm, air currents will move upwards and the water droplets will move downwards. During this time, on the top of the clouds, one part of the clouds become positive charged and the lower part of the cloud become negative charged, and at the same time the ground also become positive charged. And you know that air is not a good conductor, but it cannot, because of the accumulation of these charges will move, and these negative charges and positive charges will meet together and they will produce streaks of bright light and sound, and this process is known as electric discharge. So this electric discharge is behind the lightning, and this electric discharge can be formed between two clouds or the cloud and the ground. Next we can study about the precautions we must follow while a lightning occur in your place. Safe is that you must sit in your home itself. Do not go outside. And if you are outside, do not carry umbrella with you, because umbrella contains some metal strip. It can conduct electricity. That is, lightning is an electric discharge. The next one point is that take shelter under a closed vehicle. If you are in a closed vehicle, that is inside a car, inside a bus which is fully closed, means you are safe. But if you are in an open bus, bikes and all, it is not safe at all. If you are in a forest, take shelter under a short trees. Do not go and take shelter under a tall trees. And if you are inside the house, strike all the electric gadgets, electric wires, telephones and all. If it is safe to use mobile phones with the wireless things. And avoid taking bath during lightning and thunder. And the next one, you should be careful, and you should be very careful and do not touch any metal things, and do not lie on the ground, and wear a slipper while walking. Right? Maximum close all the windows and sit inside home safely. And you should be careful that this lightning over, we can go outside. You should be careful and make sure that lightning and thunderstorm are over, then you may go outside. These all the precautions you must follow. Next, I want to say about the lightning conductor. You heard about that lightning conductor? In tall buildings, all we can see lightning conductors is a safety device in order to protect the buildings while lightning occur. That is, electric discharge is conducted by this lightning conductor and is transferred to the earth. That is, one and only we can see, other end is inside the earth. So this is the function of the lightning conductor, and do not go and touch on the lightning conductor on the roof of the building, especially while thunder and lightning occur. And these are all about the lightning and thunder. So more studies are going on about the lightning, and we can discuss more about lightning and what are the safety precautions we want to follow while lightning and occur. We can discuss in the live session. And thank you all of you for listening to this class.